Hey, what's up guys? This is Stephen Bloodworth, and to be honest, I really didn't want to make this video, and I saw no point in making this video. I thought maybe just leaving it alone and really not touching upon the subject matter would be the best idea, but I'm glad to see a few more people speaking out on this. So this is how the rest of the video is going to be shot. There's going to be no intro, no effects, no music, nothing like that, just simple cuts. And I do acknowledge that I probably will get some form of hate for this, and that's okay, but I know that there's several more people on my side than on this other specific person's side, and those who support that specific person. And big shout out to Johnathan for really touching upon this subject and the whole history behind it. This is in no way, shape, or form a ripoff of Jonathan's video. You know, his video is his own, and he did a phenomenal job with it. Johnathan Doe is one of the coolest friends, and probably one of the best friends that I have on YouTube. So this is not really a similar video to his. In this way, it's pretty much me just giving my 2 cents on the whole issue. So back, I would say probably 6 or 7 years ago, I did a review on Faces of Gore. And ever since then, I've had countless amounts of requests and people coming to me saying that I should review the MDPOPE films, the most disturbed person on planet Earth films. And I'm sure everyone who knows me knows about MDPOPE and what it is, but for anybody that doesn't know, MDPOPE, the most disturbed person on planet Earth, is a 3-film series. They're mixtape documentaries, basically footage lifted from sites like bestgore.com, the YNC.com, and several other fetish porn sites. And just for the record, the footage is extreme and disturbing. I've seen all 3 of them, and for the longest time I've gotten requests to review those films. And when I first got those requests, I thought, cool. I saw several people doing videos on them, and it seemed that people really liked them, so I thought, why not throw my hat into the ring and do a review? At the time, I did shoot a review. I did parts 1 and 2, and that video will never be released. Again, at the time, I thought it was cool to talk about MDPOPE until about 2018 when I was in LA for Todd Sheets' Bonehill Road premiere. I had the opportunity to meet Stephen Byro of Unearthed Films as well as Sam Hell from A Baroque House. Outside the theater, we were talking, and the topic of extreme cinema came up, and I brought up the MDPOPE films, and both Stephen and Sam said to not give any attention to those films at all. They knew what I was doing with all the reviews on Traces of Death and Faces of Gore, for example, at the time, and they urged me not to cover those, and I was really curious onto why, and he said the majority of people that have done those videos talking about MDPOPE have no idea at all that the guy behind it, Thomas Gorserin, aka Thomas Extreme Cinema Gore, and he goes by several other names, but we'll call him Thomas Gorserin for the video's sake. Well, basically, the creator of MDPOPE, Thomas Gorserin, used footage from probably the most vile, disgusting, and most horrible video out there. For those who know about the dark web and a lot of the horrible CP found on the dark web, probably knows about the story of Daisy's Destruction by scumbag Peter Scully. I really don't want to talk about Daisy's Destruction. Have I seen it? Absolutely not. But it's probably, from what many people have said, to be the most disgusting, absolutely revolting piece of CP that exists anywhere in this world. At least it's the one that most people know of. And according to Stephen Byro and Sam Hell, they revealed to me that Thomas Gorserin actually used the audio from Daisy's Destruction and used it for the trailer of MDPOPE. And in the trailer, we could hear the sounds of this young girl, Daisy, screaming, and just hearing those screams are some of the most horrifying. You don't even need to see the video. When I learned that those screams were from a CP related video, I really, and still to this day, I want to just stop recording the video and go vomit. And when hearing that, I pretty much said, well, if this guy owns the audio to Daisy's destruction and put it out there, then he sure as hell has to own the video. And in Johnathan Doe's video, he said that Thomas Gorserin actually included the footage from the real Daisy's destruction, put it in MDPOPE, and reluctantly there was people that urged him to take the footage out. And miraculously, Thomas Gorserin did take that footage out, but we can only bet that he still owns that footage. You know, there are several questions that go through my head, especially knowing that this guy owns Daisy's destruction, he knows he owns it, and has the balls to go onto social media and brag that he's owned this footage and watches it while eating tacos or something like that is one of the sickest things out there, and it really surprises me that Thomas Gorserin is not in jail. So with that being said, that only made me really angry, and to the point where I do not want to talk about MDPOPE nor review MDPOPE. I don't want anything to do with MDPOPE besides making this video that you're watching right now. The fact that I'd be giving my time and effort to sit down and review a film made by a pedophile is something that I have no energy and no enthusiasm in doing. And the other thing about it is there's several people out there, mainly younger people around my age or a little younger, that make these videos upping MDPOPE and bragging about them, and they do it with the sole intention on getting views. They use it as clickbait. And I can understand using a video as clickbait, but when you're using something that was related at one point to CP is absolutely disgusting, and I urge a lot of people out there, all people watching this video, that if you're planning on doing something related to MDPOPE, just think about what you're hearing in this video right now. If anything, there's several other shockumentary mixtapes out there that you can make a good video on that doesn't have that kind of history, such as Fubar or some other ones. And the other one that I have been asked about is Snuff R73. That's another one that I will not talk about, nor do I want to own. I do not own any of the copies of Snuff R73 that have surfaced out there. It's just another scenario where now knowing that it was related to CP in some way and the creators of it are now in jail for creating it, it's another thing that I do not want to own, nor do I want my name attached to in any way. You know, a lot of people talk about what's your limit, what can you not handle, and there's a lot of things that we watch out there that are disturbing and repulsive, but whenever you bring children into something, whenever it involves CP to any level, not only is it wrong and disgusting, but you should honestly be thrown in jail for that. And overall, it's just something that I will not endorse. I will not endorse MDPOPE. I will not endorse Snuff R73. And again, there's going to be a lot of fans of Thomas Gorserin, MDPOPE, Snuff R73, Luca Magnotta, even though I don't really know if anybody would be a fan or supporter of Magnotta. But people in that realm that is probably going to show a lot of hate to this video, which is fine. I just know that there's going to be a large mass of people in the underground community, the true underground community, that will respect this video. Again, this is not meant to be clickbait. This is not meant to be a ripoff of Johnathan Doe's video. This is just meant to be my 2 cents as to why I refuse to. This is probably the first time I have refused to review any film that has been requested to me. So, again, that's my 2 cents on it. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry this video has to be in such a dark and depressing manner, especially with no editing or anything like that. This is just straight to the point, me talking from the heart, and really encouraging anybody who has any sort of fandom or liking to Thomas Gorserin or MDPOPE or even Snuff R73 to watch this video seriously and really consider what you are putting your enthusiasm and even your money towards. So with that said, thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Take care.